Welcome everybody to CKW Sin in Punishment. We are live from the Ajinomoto Stadium in Tokyo, Japan. We have returned to Japan. And this is your commentator for at least half the night. Tom will be back later on tonight, but it is I, Ricardo Santiago, returning after one match I commentated on a few shows back. And since Tom's been out, I was backstage during when Billy Stevenson was doing the last show, and they were giving me tonight to commentate the first few matches. Tom said he'll be back later tonight, and I'm going to start the show off with the opening match. Officer Tim making his official in-ring debut of CKW, taking on Ken Dahl. For the longest part this season, Officer Tim was hired security, a hired bodyguard for Ken Dahl, to be his backup, to be his muscles. But Officer Tim has said enough is enough, and how Ken Dahl has treated his former tag team partner O'Shea Bayek, screwing him out of the King of Kroger tournament in the qualifier match back at Wildcard. He called him out last show and said he wants to face him in here in Japan.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, representing the Circle from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 245 pounds, Tim the Thug.
Officer Tim has said he's gotten some training. He has gotten some training here in wrestling. He's got some skills, and he said he's going to put down Ken Dahl tonight in front of this Japanese crowd for what he's been doing this entire season, and for especially what he has done to O'Shea Bayek back at Wildcard when he screwed him out of that match.
And his opponent, representing the Circle from Detroit, Michigan, weighing in at 230 pounds, Ken the Dahl.
Ken Dahl. If there's one man in this company you could definitely look down and look at and say they have probably one of the most obnoxious attitudes, it would probably be Ken Dahl here, which for a lot of people thought he was finally changing when he became partners with O'Shea Bayek after they were blood rivals earlier this season, and then they won the tag team titles earlier later on in the season, a few shows back, and then they lost him. And Ken Dahl has said he blames O'Shea Bayek for them losing the tag team titles, and he has no idea why in the world those two ever could get along. And now he said he's going to put down Officer Tim here tonight. And I don't know, there's definitely in-ring experience more so with Ken Dahl, but there's definitely a size difference here with Officer Tim having the power. And even though he only has a little bit of wrestling skills, that size difference can very well come into effect here tonight. But this Japanese crowd watching and waiting. We have returned to Japan. We haven't been here since the World Tour. And since last season, this is the third appearance that CKW has ever had inside Japan. And also, Officer Tim has been getting some shots in on Ken Dahl, but Ken Dahl is going for those strikes. It is everything that Ken Dahl wants to show Officer Tim up here tonight. He wants to show him up, and essentially he has been fired as security from... Holy crap, what the hell? He goes for a pin right away. Wow. I'm assuming the whole hired bodyguard thing is done after Officer Tim stood up to him back at the last show. And now, Officer Tim, this is our opening show here in Japan at the Ajinomoto Stadium in Tokyo. And Officer Tim gets dropped right on his head. And I am your commentator, Ricardo Santiago. Backup commentator! He goes for a pin! Oh, God! He tried to do... And that's one skill to learn in professional wrestling, doing a freaking possum roll-up pin. But Ken Dahl has the skills. He is a little more trained in the art of the wrestling compared to Officer Tim, who's only been trained since pretty much on and off being the bodyguard this season, and especially since the last show, so he can take on Ken Dahl. He looked for men in the back, trainers in the back, to teach him some skills. And the fans here in Japan booing Ken Dahl. Ken Dahl mocking the Japanese fans here with his wrestling tights full of kanji. He dropped him on his head. Will that be enough? One? No. Officer Tim is still in action. Still in this match. My God. Ken Dahl gets 2 freaking kicks across the head, and Officer Tim rolling to the outside of the ring, or the apron specifically. Oh, no! And a kick. Oh! Takes down Officer Tim. And now we have Ken Dahl striding around in the ring, mocking the crowd here in Japan, mocking Officer Tim. He's telling the ooh, elbow straight to the head. Will that be enough to take down Officer Tim? I mean, for Officer Tim to be able to take down Ken Dahl. Getting kicks to the head. I can even see some international fans here. They traveled to Japan for Sin and Punishment. And there will sure as hell, with tonight's match card, be a lot of sin, and sure as hell, a lot of punishment. And he's striding in the ring one more time. I don't think he expected Officer Tim to get right back up. Oh, no. Gets shocked into the corner of the ring. Ooh. Striking kicks to the head. Wait. What the hell? Who the absolute hell is that? What the hell? Who in the world is that guy? That's what... I forgot his name. He's from WWE. What the hell? He's just screwed up. Oh, God, no! I'm getting word that's Ivar from the WWE. What are they doing some sort of international tour, or did freaking Ken Dahl pay someone to be like a freaking replacement? By God! Jesus Christ! I don't know what the hell's going on here no more. I really don't. We're in Japan, and we had Ivar from the War Raiders, or whatever the freaking hell their name is, from WWE, trying to distract Officer Tim, and a big boot to the head. Takes down Ken Dahl. Takes down Ken. Ken gets kicked upside the head. And a punch from the officer, from Tim. Oh, God. He's trying. He's just dropped him with that arm drag. That interference. Oh! I saw a little bit of blood going off of there. 1, 2. Oh! Ken Dahl will not go down without a fight here. He wants to humiliate Officer Tim here in Japan. He's going for those kicks. He's going for the kicks. Oh, no, an elbow to the face. That's a third elbow this match, but no, Ken Dahl's not going down. Ken Dahl. Face first off the drop. But Tim is not backing down for a man without very much wrestling skills. He does not want to lose. And Officer Tim gets dropped face first. And now he's doing the moonwalk. He's moonwalking in Japan. He kicks him while he's down. He wants to humiliate. This is the opening match of the night, and he's just showing off here. And he's kicking him. He's going for those kicks to Officer Tim. Tim's on the ropes. Ken Dahl. Ken Dahl goes. Ken goes off. Drops. He goes up. Ken Dahl. Ken Dahl. Ken. He's just sitting there. He's just soaking in this crowd reception from office. Oh, God. He friggin' sheep shot him from the side of the head. Oh, Lord. But he's weakened. You can tell. I don't think Ken Dahl expected. Ken Dahl did not expect this from Tim. Oh, kicking him in the gut. Oh, God, he missed a big boot. Oh, goes on. He gets a punch to the face. Another punch. Oh, my. Officer M. James him in the face. Oh, God. Officer. You got Tim putting him on the turnbuckle. And then Tim sets him up. The turnbuckle. The fans here in Japan are on their feet. He has him back body sidewalk slam off the turnbuckle. My God, folks, it is insane in this ring. And I'm getting to commentate for you. And he's gonna drop him. He's gonna drop him. No. He drops him. Tim getting kicked on the mat. Ken Dahl is pissed. Ken Dahl will not let up. And Ken Dahl drops. Oh, God. Oh, God, what the hell is this? Is that who I think it is? Oh, that music. That music. That's O'Shea Bayek's music! What the hell? Ah! Ah! Oh my God! He's signaling for something. That was O'Shea's music. Oh God! Oh no! Jesus Christ! Will he get the pin? A 1, a 2, 3. Officer Tim wins. Oh, O'Shea Bayek's music playing. Oh my God! We open the show with some all-out action.
Here is your winner, Tim the Thug.
The people in Japan are cheering for Tim, his first official match here in Japan at the Ajinomoto Stadium. And he picks up a win off that theme song playing, and he beats Ken Dahl here tonight.